ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
आख्याहि मे को भवानुग्ररूपः नमोऽस्तु ते देववर प्रसीद विज्ञातुमिच्छामि भवन्तमाद्यम् न हि प्रजानामि तव प्रवृत्तिम् श्रीभगवानुवाच कालोऽस्मि लोकक्षयकृत् प्रवृद्धः लोकान् समाहर्तुमिह प्रवृत्तः रथेऽपि त्वां न भविष्यन्ति सर्वे एव स्थिता प्रत्यनीकेषु योधाः तस्मात् त्वमुत्तिष्ठ यशो लभस्व जित्वा शत्रून् भुङ्क्ष्व राज्यं समृद्धम् मयैवैते निहता पूर्वमेव निमित्तमात्रं भव सव्यसाचिन् द्रोणं च भीष्मं च जयद्रथं च कर्णं तथान्यानपि योद्धवीरान् मया हतां स्वं जहिमा व्यतिष्ठाः युध्यस्वजेतासि रणे सपत्नान् सञ्जय उवाच एतच्छ्रुत्वा वचनं केशवस्य कृताञ्जलिर्देपमानः किरीटी नमस्कृत्वा भूय एवाह कृष्णम् सगद्गतं भीत प्रणम्य अर्जुन उवाच आने हृषीकेश तव प्रकीर्त्या जगत्प्रहृष्यत्यनुरज्यते च रक्षांसि भीतानि दिशो द्रवन्ति सर्वे नमस्यन्ति च सिद्धसङ्घाः कस्माच्च तेन न मेरन्महात्मन् गरीयसे ब्रह्मणोऽप्यादिकर्त्रे अनन्तदेवेश जगन्निवास त्वमक्षरं तदसत्तत्परं यत् त्वमादिदेवः पुरुषः पुराणः त्वमस्य विश्वस्य परं निधानम् वेत्तासि वेद्यं च परं च धाम त्वया ततं विश्वमनन्तरूप वायुर्यमोऽग्निर्वरुणः शशाङ्कः प्रजापतिस्त्वं प्रपितामहश्च नमो नमस्तेऽस्तु सहस्रकृत्वः पुनश्च भूयोऽपि नमो नमस्ते नमः पुरस्ताद्धत पृष्ठतस्ते नमोऽस्तु ते सर्वत एव सर्व अनन्तवीर्यामितविक्रमस्त्वम् सर्वं समाप्नोषि ततोऽसि सर्वः।
We started studying the third response of Arjuna. which is devotion. First, wonderment. Then comes fear. Then comes devotion, bhakti. First comes wonderment. Wonderment comes when you see nature edited. When you edit life and look at nature, you will get wonderment. When you see both aspects of nature, you will get frightened only. So anytime you get into wonderment, don't think that you are getting into any spiritual thing and all. It is just edited vision of life. What is edited vision of life? See, anybody seeing Discovery Channel, National Geographic Channel can get into wonderment. Anybody seeing that can get into wonderment. Is that actual? It is okay. That's a better state than to not to be asleep. All of them. The person is sleeping versus that. Yeah. You say National Geographic, you will get into wonderment. You see a Discovery Channel, you will get into wonderment. That is looking at life, edited version. Yeah, because they sit and edit, no? They sit and edit, they make it look like they give a sequence to it, and then you say, wow. Then you say, wow. Yeah, then you say, wow. Correct, sir. I'm also becoming a bhakta, like Meera, Prahlada, Namdev, because they're all bhaktas who said, wow, no. Please understand that is not wonderment. It is part of it. It is not wonderment. So in chapter 10, he showed Discovery Channel. National Geographic Channel, he showed in chapter 10, Vibhuti Yoga, edited everything. Edited. What all he edited? All the good, blessed things he edited and showed. And Arjuna naturally was very happy in a wonderment stage. And then he told Krishna, he made the mistake. Every time you ask a question and make a mistake. If you want to save yourself, don't ask any questions. You come to the class, Om Sahana Vatune, go close your eyes, fall off to sleep. As soon as we say, we'll meet next week, now open your eyes. You are saved. You hear anything and you come and ask question, you are finished. So Arjuna made a mistake. What is the mistake he asked? He saw the edited version of life, and Arjuna wanted all the edited version to be put together into one. That he thought as, I want to see everything in one. Krishna said, National Geographic shooting also I will show you, he said. He said, I'll show you the shooting without unedited version. I'll show you the shooting also. And he said, when he saw that, what happened? Fear. He saw that fear. Are you able to understand the difference? When you look at, we always get into wonderment. Our wonderment is a very partial vision of life. That is not real wonderment. That is the starting point, but don't take that to be wonderment. If you come to the full view, when you come to understand life in its fullest, in its original nature, you will get fear only. You will get fear only. Bhakti and all will come much, much later. We are going to see how difficult it is to develop this bhakti. And then when we go to chapter 12, when we see karma yoga, yajna karma and all that, we understand we are not fit for that. It looks so high. We are not fit for that. And then we think bhakti is very easy and all, etc. Wow, because I'm also saying wow, beautiful, etc. So at least bhakti I am qualified. Edited version of Life Patha from Subramanian. Ella Bhaktiyu, National Geographic Channel road stopped. Then comes the real vision of life. What is the real vision of life? Vishwarupa is the real. Vishwarupa is the reality of life. And when you look at the Vishwarupa, wonderment will go and fear will come. And then through proper knowledge and understanding, the fear matures into devotion. And then the fear matures. So this is what we try to understand in the Vishwarupa Yoga chapter. fear will linger in the background always because fear will be there in the background. As long as we are not willing to accept the totality and the law, fear will linger. As long as we are not willing to accept the totality, as long as we are not willing to accept the law, fear will linger. And Vishwarupa is the law. Vishwarupa is the graphic description of showing you what law is, what law of karma is, what is the law of dharma and adharma is. So Vishwarupa Darshana must be understood as a graphic, a visual description of the law of dharma and adharma. That's why you find two categories of people having different visions of the same Vishwarupa. He's saying one set of people are seeing it like this, another set of people are seeing it like this, is what he's saying from the beginning. If you remember, again, from the beginning, he's saying two set of people are having different visions of the, both are seeing the same Vishwarupa, but they are seeing it very, very differently. Because of what? That's what he said in the verse 36 that we are continuing. 36 தானே? The frightened demons is running away in all directions. Siddhas are doing namaskara. Look at that. One person is running away, another person is doing namaskara. See, doing namaskara means you are going to stay put. Namaskara is not you do namaskara and run away. Namaskara is a symbolic. When you do namaskara, what does it mean? You are going to stay put. That's why when anybody do namaskara, you say Narayana. Abdina stay put with Narayana, isn't it? Because namaskara means, namaskara is a description of you staying. Now, Siddhas are saying what? Siddhas are doing namaskara. Namaskara means they are completely in bhakti with that Vishwarupa and they can stay with Vishwarupa. The demons are looking at Vishwarupa and wanting to, the demons are looking at Vishwarupa and wanting to run away from that Vishwarupa. Why the demons are wanting to run away? Fear. What is the fear? The fear of looking at the impartiality of the law. Looking at the impartiality of the law, they get frightened. Maturity means the impartiality of the law is the source of devotion if maturity has happened. Again, I repeat, if maturity has happened, impartiality of the law itself becomes devotion. Where there is no proper understanding, impartiality of the law is very, very frightening. To put it in a very simple way, what is Vishwarupa? Vishwarupa is the order, the law. Vishwarupa means the law. God is nothing but law. That we have studied any number of times. God means law. The creator of the law and the maintainer of the law. And one of the way of maintaining the law is rewarding punishment also. The law is maintained by two ways. If you follow the law, you will be rewarded differently. If you violate the law, you will be rewarded differently. So, punishment is the reward of violating the law. This is Vishwarupa showing very clearly. Are you okay till now? This is Vishwarupa showing till now. Ram Subramanian. Watch பார்த்துனே இருங்க. Every 15 minutes, you have to give me a signal. கை அப்படி தூக்கி காட்டணும். சரியா? Because I have to keep drinking water. Yeah, keep doing that. Yeah, that's ஒன்றும் கேள்விலாம் கேட்கக்கூடாது. Don't ask any question. Simply raise your, இப்படி பண்ணா நான் பார்க்குற வரைக்கும் keep holding it. And I will not see also. Even if I see, I will pretend as though I didn't see. the the that Vishwarupa God is nothing but the creator of the law and maintainer of the law. Vishwarupa is showing that very Vishwarupa is showing that very clearly, impartially. So what is Vishwarupa telling you? What is God telling you, as it were? Vishwarupa, God and all I'm using very synonymously. What is Vishwarupa telling you? What is God telling you? In my creation, there is an order. The entire creation is is mine. இல்ல சார் இதெல்லாம் மாயா மித்யான்னு சொல்லிட்டோம்னா we have transcended all this and we are enlightened அர்த்தம். As long as you are not enlightened, மாயா எல்லாம் ஸ்டோரி தான். தர்மா கர்மா தான் ரியல். Remember that. Till you get enlightenment, dharma alone is real. Karma alone is real. After enlightenment, there is no dharma, there is no karma. So, இப்பவே அந்த மாயா மித்யா drama எல்லாம் பண்ணக்கூடாது in life. Don't try that maya mithya drama in life now. Obey the law, obey the karma. That is the God's command. So the God is telling you what I created. In my creation, there is an order. And that order is called dharma. And by maintaining the law of karma, by maintaining the law of dharma, I give karma phalam to everybody. So I am the creator of the law, and I am the maintainer of the law, and I am the karma phala dhata. So the creator is me, the maintainer is me, the result giver is also me. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Chapter 2, like he said it in one sentence very clearly. You think you are getting the result? You think your action is producing the result? You only do. Result? Who's the karma phala dhata? Who gives you the result? It's me. Karmanye, your adhikara is in karma alone, not in the result. Where he said it in the discussion of karma yoga, the very first introduction to karma yoga itself, this is maintained very clearly. So since we have studied all that and understood and digested that, this should not be a problem. Yeah. இதெல்லாம் அசம்ஷன் எல்லாமே அசம்ஷன்ல தான் கிளாஸ் ஓடுறது. Week after week we assume all that is taught in the week has been studied, reflected, practiced, understood, digestedங்கிற அசம்ஷன்ல தான் ஓம் சகனாபவத்துக்கே ஸ்ட்ரென்த் வருது இல்லையா? If I really bring in to the awareness of what people do the entire week, I feel like not even starting that. So starting the session. Assumption da. What is the assumption? Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana is clearly understood. That's what he's explaining here. That ma phaleshu kadachana is described as Vishwarupa Darshan. Is described as the Vishwarupa. So what is Vishwarupa telling you? Because I maintain the law, I give karma palam. Therefore, I am called karma pala dhata. That's why technically God is called karma pala dhata. When I give karma palam, I will not bring in my compassion when I give karma palam. Second statement God is making. Take it or leave it. Dam bhakti. When I give karma palam, what should happen? There will not be any compassion. Making sure that you will get karma palam according to your karma is my compassion. So whatsoever karma you do, I will not bring in my inherent quality of compassion and mix it with karma. This is the law of karma. Are you able to follow? The inherent quality of divine, which is love and compassion, he says, I will not mix it up when I give karma phalam. Because according to you, what will you think? Compassion means? Compassion means saying it's okay and forgiving, isn't it? Compassion means saying it's okay and forgiving. Child, no, sir. You decide you are a child, no? God should decide you are a child, no? You can't say I am a child. You can't say I didn't know. Who has to decide all that? God only. And that God says, what? The karma palam will be given karma palam will be given according to your karma, according to your action. You follow? When the karma palam appears to be painful, it appears as though God is cruel. When the karma palam is painful, how does it appear to you? God is cruel. Now you have a choice. Either you can change your understanding or you can blame God. Two possibilities you have. Change your understanding or blame God. Of the two, Bhakta will do what? Bhakta will change the attitude. Rakshasas and Asuras will not change the attitude, get frightened and run away. இவ்வளோ ஸ்டோரி எதுக்கு சொல்றோம்? ராட்சசாஸ் ரன்னிங் அவேன்னு ஹீ சே. வை ஆர் தே ரன்னிங் அவேன்றதுக்கு ஒரு ஸ்டோரி சொல்லணும்ல. isn't it? We have to give a story, explanation story மாதிரி இருக்குது, isn't it? So we'll give a story for that also. Therefore, Rakshasas run away. Asuras are running away. Siddhas are praying. And what will be their prayer? What will be their prayer? How will they pray? From this, you get an understanding of how prayer is, what prayer is. What will they pray? First sentence in the prayer. I am not trying to escape the law of karma. First sentence prayer la solum. I am not trying to escape the law of karma. Second, you need not change the law for my sake. First prayer is, I am not trying to escape the law of karma. Meaning, painful situation comes, I will take that painful situation and go through the pain. I will not come and ask you to change it. So the prayer is not asking to change it. That's why we say prayer is not asking, prayer is not asking, prayer is not asking. We don't ask it. Give me the knowledge and strength to handle it. Give me the knowledge and strength to handle this situation. God says, when you say this prayer, God gets very compassionate to you. Appada, God will be very loving to you. Sequence follow பண்ணுங்க கேர்ஃபுல்லா. அப்புறம் சாயங்காலம் மாத்தி கேட்டு கன்ஃபியூஸ் பண்ணாதீங்க. இல்லையா? Morning you said that, day before you said that, 5 minutes back what I said itself I don't remember. Morning you said that, day before you said that, recording வேற இருக்கு இல்லையா? In that recording, in that minute, அப்படிலாம் கேள்வி வருது வெங்கட். In that recording, in that portion, 14:19 to 15:10, you made the statement. I said, burn that recording. Like, burn that recording. Who's having the... Where are you getting... No. In those days, teaching was very easy. இந்த மெமரியில யாருக்குமே இருக்காது. Nobody will recollect anything. இப்போ இந்த ரெக்கார்டிங்கை வச்சுக்கிட்டு unnecessarily they go backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. இல்லையா? ஆப்ஷனே கொடுக்கக்கூடாது. இது என்ன பண்றது? So in that record, in those days, those things and all is not, it's not there. So it doesn't work. What is the prayer till now? We are teaching prayer. What is the prayer till now? To invoke God's compassion. Prayer is to invoke God's compassion. And how would you invoke God's compassion? Forgive me, na, he will say, Karma Paladata will come. Forgive me, na, he is not going to forgive you. So to evoke God's compassion, what will you do? Oh Lord, I am not trying to escape the law of karma. I am not seeking any change in the law for my sake. I accept the situation. I accept the situation as my own making. I accept the situation as my own making. இதெல்லாம் பிரேயர்ல சொல்லணும். இது சொல்லாம சொன்னா அது பேர் பிரேயரே கிடையாது. ஸோ பிரேயர்ல இதெல்லாம் வரணும் ஃபர்ஸ்ட். And then you say, give me the attitude to accept it. How will I develop the attitude? By giving the knowledge, and give me the knowledge, give me the strength to accept it. That knowledge will tell me if I can have a remedy, there is a remedy. If there is no remedy, that is also, if there is a remedy, teach me that remedy. If you say there is no remedy and you have to be in it for this entire lifetime, carefully follow. There is no remedy. And if I have to be in this for this entire lifetime, na, what will you say? You will not run away in fear. You will say, I will be in it. I will be in it. Oh God, what a strength it is. And when you go and demonstrate the strength to God, God immediately turns compassionate to you. God immediately turns loving to you. And then you say, now that you have become wise enough, from Vishwarupa, he will teach you to go to Nirgunam Brahma. From Vishwarupa, where he will take you? He will not remove the problems. From Vishwarupa, he will take you to the Nirgunam Brahma. What is going to Nirgunam Brahma means? You transcend the law. Not that you are under the law, you transcend the law. Therefore, the very essential preliminary step to attain moksha, liberation, Nirgunam Brahma, which is what we are talking as Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi, etc. The very important preliminary step is understanding Vishwarupa. Siddhas have done it. So, two stories on how Rakshasas run away in fear, how Siddhas accept it and do namaskar. What is Vishwarupa? The universal law of karma is Vishwarupa. The universal law of karma is Vishwarupa. The universal law of dharma and adharma is Vishwarupa. If you want to change the sequence, what is the sequence? Seek forgiveness, gather strength, and attain moksha. No, you don't seek forgiveness. For asking for forgiveness is a sign of weakness. owning up responsibility is sign of strength. Owning up responsibility is sign of strength. When you own up responsibility, there is a chance that you will not do it again. When you ask for forgiveness, invariably you end up doing it again. This is how the mind works. Again, I repeat. When you ask for forgiveness, mostly you will end up repeating it because you have not learned anything out of it. When you own up responsibility, there is a vairagya in you. A vairagya will develop when you own up responsibility. What is the vairagya? Not to repeat it again. Not to do it again. That vairagya is a very essential step towards Nirgunam Brahma. Don't forget, Nirgunam Brahma is the goal. That doesn't change. Nirgunam Brahma is the goal. Now, appreciating the goal, saying that is the goal, that is the goal, that is the goal is of no use. What is it that a person should do? Learn to understand Vishwarupa. And understanding Vishwarupa is understanding the universal law of karma. Very important is this Vishwarupa Darshana study. Most of the time, people miss this aspect of Vishwarupa. And they take Vishwarupa as some literal thing and they go into weird discussions of Bhakti, Sharanagati, etc. and miss the point. Here, we want to do Sharanagati, we want to do Bhakti, and we want to understand it rightly. Therefore, wonderment. Now, the three sequence again. Simple wonderment is a 2-minute thing when you look at National Geographic channel. Yeah, and then go back to, see, how long can you keep watching National Geographic channel? After a few minutes, after 2-3 episodes, the wonderment will go. Have you ever observed that? After 2-3 things, the wonderment will go. I observed this in the academy when we're doing the course. The videos will be shown. Some of the videos is about the life and the beautiful documentaries. They have very good documentaries by that BBC Englishman. David Attenborough, David Attenborough, no? Wow. You should do Shashtang Namaskar to that man, isn't it? If at all some wonderment is kept in life, no, it is because of him. Yeah, watch that. And then Planet. And then the story of Planet. 3 months later, next same movie will be repeated. No motivation at all. Nothing at all. Because you have already, how long can you repeat the same thing and say wow, wow, wow? Because you want to say wow to new things, no? And life is not going to give new things. Yeah. So Vishwarupa come and say, learn to say wow when painful moment comes also. When blissful moment comes, you say wow. When painful moment comes in life, you say wow. You are gathering, you are gaining maturity, you are gaining strength. You follow? So wonderment is very short-lived. Wonderment is very short-lived. Fear has a longevity. Fear has a longevity. What is the longevity of fear? Anxiety and concern. Anxiety and concern will be there in where there is fear, there will be anxiety and concern. For the Siddhas, there is only bhakti. For the Siddhas, there is only bhakti. What is bhakti for the Siddhas? The adharmic people get frightened about the law and they want to run away. The Siddhas are doing Namaskara. Now we are only trying to explain these two. What are the two? How they are doing Namaskara and how they are, why one set is running away and how another setting is doing Namaskara. Next verse, buddy.
कस्माच्च तेनन्दमेरन्महात्मन् गरीयसे ब्रह्मणोऽप्यादिकर्त्रे अनन्तदेवेश जगन्निवास त्वमक्षरं सदसत्तत्परं यत् कस्माच्च तेनन्दमेरन्महात्मन् गरीयसे ब्रह्मणोऽप्यादिकर्त्रे अनन्तदेवेश जगन्निवास त्वमक्षरं सदसत्तत्परं यत्.
And why not they bow to you, O exalted self, greatest, the primal cause even of Brahma, O infinite being, O Lord of gods, O abode of the universe. You are the imperishable, the being and non-being, that which is supreme. And why not they bow to you, O Mahatman, exalted self, the primal cause even of Brahma, O infinite being, O Lord of gods, O abode of the universe. You are the imperishable, the being and non-being, that which is supreme. இந்த translation ஒரு நிமிஷம் போடுங்க. When you are reading, learn to read this. And why not they bow to you, comma, 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 and then it comes, O abode of the universe, question mark. You should not miss that question. Because in the Sanskrit grammar, all this will not be there. When you read it, you understand it. So make a note of the question mark. Notice பண்ணல first. Why the question mark? Why there is that? Why there is a question mark? The question mark is because he's saying, why will they not bow to you? Meaning there is a set of people who are not able to bow to you. So he's still talking about the one who is not able to do namaskar. Yeah. Small-mindedness of the people. You follow? Small-mindedness of the people. You can't do namaskar. Anybody who appreciate the Vishwarupa instinctively will do namaskar. Anybody who understands it rightly, anybody who has known it rightly, instinctively, instantaneously, what will they do? They do namaskara. One. Second, namaskara is the sign of humility. What is the humility? There is the law above me and I should obey the law. That's humility. Humility na prostration கிடையாது. Prostration is symbolic. It's a symbolic representation of this. What is humility? Humility is there is a law. There is the totality. There is the law. For our sake, for simplicity's sake, we call it as dharma. For simplicity's sake, use the word dharma. So humility is what? Humility is accepting there is the dharma and doing namaskara to that dharma. Therefore, Arjuna is asking, why won't people do namaskara to you? Why won't they do namaskara? If they are doing namaskara, there is no ascharyam. There's no wonderment. If they don't do only, it is ascharyam. Yeah. National Geographic path kuda wow, if they don't say na, what will you do to them? What will you do to them? ஒண்ணும் பண்ண முடியாது இல்லையா? See, you show them Tom and Jerry and they are watching it like one surgery, now what to do? Huh? See, you show them Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry பார்த்தா எப்படி இருக்கணும்? கமிஷனர் பார்த்துருக்கேன்ல டாம் அண்ட் ஜெரி. Yeah, that's why I know who doesn't watch at all. She has not seen Tom and Jerry in her life. ஒரு ஜன்மா வேஸ்ட். At least after the class, watch Tom and Jerry. Huh? See, you watch Tom and Jerry, you should be able to, you should be able to laugh, no? Isn't it? Should be able to laugh. So if you don't do namaskara, then only it is. If you do namaskara, it is not a wonderment. If you don't do namaskara, then only it is wonderment. And then Lord in the compassion helps them also. Lord in the compassion helps them also. Lord in their compassion helps them. So if the person doesn't do namaskara, sympathize with that person and help that person. One of the fascinating, there are so many Sanskrit literature. You start teaching one by one, 1,000 years is not enough. Isn't it? That's what happened, to that man. 1,000 years. He studied the Vedas. Yama came. He said, no, please ask Shiva. Shiva came. Another 1,000 more years to study Vedas. God said, okay. 2,000 years of study. Another Yama came. He said, no, I have not even finished the alphabets. Adugulla, how did 2,000 years of study? Not weekly 1 hour study, 2,000 years of lifetime study. Nothing has happened. So Shiva came again, 3,000 years. Shiva said, what are you trying now? I want to study everything, sir. He said, okay. You want to study everything? He took a handful of grains, the sand. Count the number of grains in that. Can you count? You can count. How many janmas it will take? Okay. Can you count the grains in the entire beach? Sand. Beach, desert, count. That is the Vedas. That is the Vedas. You can't sit and you can't do so many things. You get the grasp of it and keep going. So a person who can't do namaskara, who doesn't have the sensitivity, who can't see it, you need to help them out, no? You need to help them out. To help them out only, the culture brought about beautiful things. The beautiful things that the culture brought about is literature, music. The literature, the art, the music is to sensitize, make you more, helps you to appreciate. Otherwise, you don't have the appreciating mind. You don't have the sensitivity to appreciate. For which, one of the very beautiful Sanskrit literature text says, who cannot appreciate the law, the nature, everything, the literature says, he is a sakshat pashuhu. Sakshat pashuhu na enartham. Sakshat pashuhu na cow. It's a cow nartham. But only there is a difference, he says. What is the difference? Tail கிடையாது, horn கிடையாது, you will not eat grass. That's all. You are a pashu, with the difference. You are a pashu, na buffalo nu vechukkonga. You are a buffalo with the difference. What is the difference? The original buffalo have horns, tail, and it eat grass. He lives without eating grass. He lives without the horns. He lives without a tail, but it is a pashu. Why? Because we are not able to develop the sensitivity to appreciate. Sensitivity to appreciate what? Sensitivity to appreciate God. In the hobby interest கிடையாது. It's not a hobby interest. In that, you should be able to see, first you need to appreciate, and in that, you should see God. Are you able to follow? If they are sensitive, they will start seeing God everywhere. If they are sensitive, they will see God everywhere. If not, there is always the problem. Why people are not becoming devotees, bhaktas? Because they are lacking the subtlety. To become a bhakta, you need a subtlety. You follow? The language today has lost its subtlety. Literature is not, because literature is seen as a waste of time. Sensitivity is lost. Language has become language, starting from the language, it has become so, people call it scientific. I would like to call it as insanity. Language is becoming more and more scientific, technical. In all these, what is lost? What is lost? The subtlety is lost. You are not able to penetrate. You are not able to, you want to understand and be satisfied with that understanding. You don't want to penetrate deeper. Literature, art is the training to penetrate deeper. Again, I repeat. That's why do we want our children to learn some music, some art, something we want our children to learn? No. Why? Hobbies, sir. We don't know, but culturally we do that. Not even knowing what is the science behind it. What is it? The music, the literature, the art develops penetrating capacity. Penetrating capacity means what? You understand it and there is more to it. That is penetration. You understand it and there is more to it. Today, we want to understand and just stop it at it. Understand and move. Understand and move. Understand and move. Understand and move. Are you able to follow? Sensitivity is lost. In order to appreciate, in order to see God, I need to be able to appreciate the law. If I need to appreciate the law, I need to be able to penetrate and see. Once you develop that penetrating capacity, you see everything differently. You follow? But invariably, we don't have that penetrating capacity. What does that penetrating capacity means? A painful situation comes, and if you have the penetrating capacity, you can see how that painful situation is beneficial to you. Again, I repeat, penetrating capacity is required for what? We are not trying to develop music and art and all here. That's not the purpose. All that is an aid for what? To develop the penetrating capacity. What is penetrating capacity means? A painful situation comes. Superficial understanding of it is what? I am in a painful situation. I am in misery. That is superficial understanding. What is penetration here? When a painful, miserable situation comes, penetrating means what? Penetration means what? You see it so penetratively, you see it so deeply, you understand something in it. What do you understand something in it? How you are blessed by that pain. How you are blessed by that pain. What is the blessings of the pain? Two things. The existing prarabdha is diminishing. You are learning how not to create the same prarabdha again. Are you able to follow? புரியுதா ராம் சுப்ரமணியம் ஏதாவது penetrating vision teaches you two things. What? Your existing prarabdha is diminishing. And also you develop a clarity. What is a clarity? You will start doing the right thing so that you will not have this kind of prarabdha again. அப்படின்னா pain is a blessing or pain is a curse? Is pain a blessing or is pain a curse? Like pain is a blessing. அதுதான் பக்தா. That is bhakta. He understands the pain as bhakti. You follow what I'm saying? He understands the pain as bhakti. Immature people do not understand it. The immature people do not understand that and they complain and they complain. What is the complaint? You are you are unjust. You are cruel. It's okay, sir. You are not. It's okay. It's okay. It is not to me. But sir, I read it in the newspaper. Somebody went through that pain. Somebody got this thing here. I'm not giving examples, sir. Examples எல்லாம் கொடுத்தா அப்புறம் அது வேற நோட் பண்றாங்க. 94th minute, 94.12, I don't know. No? You will read newspaper. And what you will read in the newspaper? Newspaperனாலே என்ன இருக்கும் அதுல? No? Pain and misery. Description of pain and misery, the newspaper. You read somebody, an auto driver, we keep hearing, no? An auto driver finds a bag of 10 lakhs. Auto driver finds a bag of 300 grams of gold left behind by the passenger. And the auto driver makes an effort to find the original owner and return it. That is one news. Another news. Somebody is cheated, somebody is raped, some burglary happened. Front page la edu irukum. What will be in the front page? What will be in the front page news? Auto driver news வந்து எங்கனோ 13th page 4 lines la irukum. Front page, bold headlines. You read that, you'll say, oh, why is life like that? You follow? Humility or bhakti is in the totality, we don't understand why these things are happening. Adu bhakta. In the totality, we don't know why these things are happening. When we look at the very narrow mind, when we look at it with the very narrow vision, we ask this question, why? Bhakta will never ask this question, why? Are you able to understand the difference? We go on asking this question, why me? Why me? Why me? That why me syndrome. Illa. That's a disease. Why me? Huh? Why me? Why me? Why me? Because you can't understand the totality. Whoever has a complaint against the law, whoever has a problem with the law, with God, says one thing, no? Whoever has a problem with the God, whoever has problem with the law, say one thing. What? I have never harmed anyone. Yeah, you are a Siddhan Artham, isn't it? I have never harmed anyone. You have become a Siddha. And we all should prostrate to you. First is, I have never harmed. Are you able to follow? I have never harmed anyone. Why should God give me trouble, sir? Why should Bhagavan, why should Narayana give me trouble? For I did only, my intentions are good, my actions were good. We look at ourselves with a very narrow, we look at ourselves with a very narrow vision. What is a very narrow vision? A very short memory that we have about ourselves. We pass judgment, we conclude. We have a very narrow memory, and we all conclude based on that narrow memory. Law doesn't go by your narrow memory. Law goes by what? Law goes by what? Chitragupta, remember. Yeah, law goes by Chitragupta. And Chitragupta is sitting inside of you. Chitragupta is sitting inside of you. At least I thought like that. I got very frightened. Even now I am frightened. Chitragupta sitting inside you and making note of your every microsecond of your thought, attitude, word, action. He knows precisely what you mean, what you intend, not what your memory tells about you. Remember carefully. He records exactly in what you meant, not in the way that what you have remembered about what you think. When you look at it, when you look at the law like this, what do you understand? When you look at the law like this, what do you understand? Whatsoever situation comes to me, it is my own. Whatsoever situation is in front of me, it is my own. It's my own making. God knows everything. அங்கதான் humility, நமஸ்கார comes. Why will they not bow down to you? Remember, அந்த question mark தான் discuss பண்ணின்னு இருக்கிறோம். Don't move away from the, why will they not bow down to you? Not everybody will bow down to you. Now, we are taking a different route now. What is the different route I am taking? Why are they not bowing down triangle length? We are discussing. They will bow down to you. But why are they not bowing down to you? Because of this reason. We go through varieties of experiences. We go through variations. Namaskara happens. You simply do Namaskara. Hmm? The vision of life as unjust and cruel is immaturity. Take it or leave it. It's the law. Vedanta, the law, the life doesn't change because of our emotions and because of our sympathies and because of our misplaced love and affection and sympathies. Law is not going to change. What is the law? Whatever happens, it is not unjust. There's no such thing as unjust in life. Take it or leave it. Siddhasna, Bhaktas will understand that. You say, no, no, sir, அப்படிலாம் கிடையாது. Cyclone is, how can cyclone be justified? How come terrorism can be justified? How can murder be justified? How can rape be justified? How can somebody scolding me justified? How can my likes and dislikes not being fulfilled all the time is not justified? Why am I not being pampered all the time is not justified? Everything is, oh God. You follow? The mind has such an immature understanding about minds has such an immature understanding about life, and this immature understanding will result in pain and misery. You follow? So, One of the important things to understand, what? There is no unjust in life. There is no cruelty in life. Whatever happens, happens according to the, whatever happens according to the law. In the law, நம்ம conviction கிடையாது. We don't have conviction in dharma at all. That's why we talk about unjust. Either we are all born atheist, live as atheist, and die as atheist. Who's an atheist? Who says life is unjust? You are an atheist. Because there is no such thing as unjust at all in life. Whatsoever happens has to happen. But the human ego will not. But the human mind, the human ego will not accept it. It will say, no, sir, there is unjust, there is cruelty. உங்களுக்கு வந்தா தெரியும், they will say. At the most, finally, where do you shut up? At what point of time you shut up and don't start any conversation after that? If it comes to you, what will you do? People ask me, if it comes to you, what will you do, sir? After that, I'll say, I'll shut my mouth. I have no point in talking after that. Or I will say, I know how to live so that it will not come to me. If I were like you, it will come to me only. Where is the difference? If you were in my shoe, what will you do, sir? People ask this question. If you were in my shoe, what will you do, sir? I will do exactly like what you did. Because if I am what I am, why will be in your shoes in the first place? Yeah. To be in your shoes means I have to be you. To be in your shoes means I have to be you. And if I am you, I will do exactly Raj. If I am you, I will do exactly what? To do. Clarity so clear, no life is. Confusion. I don't know why people get so clear. Life is so clear. You see unjust in life because you do not have the total vision. Whoever has complained about God has only one thing. What? We pass judgments with a very narrow vision. We conclude with a very narrow vision. We pass judgment with a very narrow vision. That is why the story talks about Rama going through pain and suffering, Yudhishthira going through pain and suffering, Krishna going through pain and suffering. It means even gods, when they take an avatar, they have to go through pain and suffering. Even when they, if that is the case for Rama, yeah. Sakshita solungo. Even when Vishnu takes an avatar, Raj, I know she is listening. I know she is sitting and listening. Wonderful child. Huh? Sakshi. Even if Vishnu takes an avatar, that Vishnu will go through pain and that Vishnu and that avatar will go through pain and suffering. Why? Because as long as you get into life, you will do actions, and actions will have a consequence. Therefore, those who do namaskara are those who have gone through the mental preparation. Who can do namaskara? One who has gone through the mental preparation. We don't do preparation at all. We don't do preparation at all. Will you develop immunity when you are sick, or you will develop immunity when you are normal? Huh? Exercise எப்போ பண்ணணும்? When you should do exercise and strengthen yourself? When you are sick? When you are well. When you are well. When you are well, you will indulge, you will do all the wrong things. Because of that, sickness will come. And when sickness comes, you will come to knowledge. What to do now, sir? People go, what to do now? I say nothing can be Nothing can be done. Go through this. Why? Because when things were normal, you didn't do what you when things were normal, you didn't do what you ought to do. Life gave you such a blessing. What is the blessing that life gave you? Everything was normal around you. You should have done the right thing, gotten the immunity, so that when this comes, you will not be affected. You didn't do that. When things were normal, what were you focused? What were you focused? Vajagovinda, Kanchana, Kamini. When things were well around you, you focus only on these two things, Kanchana and Kamini. What is Kanchana? Wealth, happy, excitement, happiness. I want to be happy all the time, sir. I want to be happy. When things are well, when things are relatively better, study and gain the maturity about the law. Therefore, when painful situation comes, you understand Lord is not unjust. God is not unjust. Then only maturity comes, surrender will happen. Then only maturity comes, surrender will happen. Otherwise, maturity will not come. You cannot do namaskara. You follow? Otherwise, maturity will not come. You will not be able to do namaskara. Because when you see life is unjust, cruel, how can you do namaskara when you see life as unjust and cruel? You can't. Nobody can, isn't it? So if you want to do namaskara, you have to understand life is just. Huh? Life is just. Law functions. Law functions meticulously. Ramatirtha says, mathematic precision, he says. Law works with that mathematic precision. Kaivalya Upanishad says, Shatarudriya. Rudram 1,000 times padicha, you will attain moksha, he says. Shatarudriya. Rudra 1,000 times padicha, will attain moksha. And what does Rudram says? Rudram says, no, beautiful Vedic prayer. That Rudram. Beautiful Vedic prayer, that Rudram. Yeah. In that he says, how does your arrow doesn't miss the target at all? He's asking. Beautiful sentence in that Rudram. How does it, Rudram la Shiva is with bow and arrow. In Rudram, Shiva doesn't sit with Trishul. Shiva sit with bow and arrow. Yeah. Sometimes our God here, yeah. Only God in this planet, the Mailapur Kapalita. Where God is, remember that? Huh? And that Kapali comes with bow and arrow. Have you ever seen that? He comes with the he comes with bow and arrow. Normally he'll comes with the trident. In some days he'll come with the bow. He'll come with that bow and arrow. Oh God. Yeah. அப்பதான் ருத்ரம் சொல்லணும் அவரை பார்த்து ருத்ரம் சொல்லணும். Yeah. And what is he saying that? How does your arrow doesn't miss the target at all? Who's the target? Who's the target? Our target. See, how is your arrow not missing me and hitting me all the time with precision? Shatarudriya. 1,000 times you repeat it, you will attain moksha, no? Because you understand the law function effectively. So there is no room for, see, when you understand life is just, there is no room for complaint. There is no crying. There is no crying. There is no misery. It's only namaskara. It's only namaskara. Because of understanding the law, you will not do certain actions, but you can never understand why those actions are happening. Please understand that. This is the difference. When you gather maturity, you will ensure that you will not do it. That's the vairagya you develop. That is the pratigya you take. That's the pratigya. That's the vairagya you take. You will not do those actions. But why those actions are happening, you can't understand. Just because you can't understand, you don't call it as unjust, wrong. Because you can't understand, you bow down with humility, understanding. It is that. When we say this, I can be put into jail for 350 years, isn't it? Because it looks like saying these things are all right. We are not saying these things are all right. Anybody who does it cannot escape. There is the law. You do an action, you don't have to sit and cry about it. You have conviction in the law. You know that the perpetrator will be, the law will, the law will function. How can the law not function? How can the law be charitable to the violator of the law? If the law is not charitable to you when you violate the law, will the same law be charitable to others who violate the law? What a conviction in life you develop. Are you able to follow? Are you able to visualize what I'm saying? With what courage you can walk into life. With what courage you can look into every situation in life. இந்த கரேஜ் வந்தாதான் நிர்குணம் பிரம்மக்கெல்லாம் போக முடியும். The courage வந்தாதான் உபனிஷத்துலாம் you can understand Upanishad, you can understand Mahavakya, you can understand Nididhyasana, you can understand Aham Brahmasmi. All this is possible only when you accept this. Bypassing this, ridiculing this, ignoring this, you can never get into the Nirgunam Brahma. Are you able to follow the sequence? Yeah. It is such a beautiful, methodic way of taking it. It's a beautiful, methodic way of taking it. Yeah. So what is Vishwarupa now? He is asking, why will they not do Namaskara to you? Because they are doing Namaskara because they have understood the law. The law functions. And then he's giving adjectives. So many adjectives to God he's giving. This whole verse is full of adjectives to God, adjectives to Brahman. That we have seen any number of times. I'm not taking that in detail. I want to explain the question mark part. Why will they not do Namaskara to you? Why will they? Previous verse he said they will do Namaskara. In this verse he's saying, why will they not do to you? Why will they not do to you? Na, they will do. Okay. Abdina, there's a category who's not doing. There's a category who feels life is unjust. There's a category who feels life is cruel. Life is unfair. Maturity comes, clarity of life comes. What is the clarity of life? Vishwarupa. Clarity of life, no? Vishwarupa, no? Clarity of life. What is Vishwarupa now? How do you understand Vishwarupa as? What is Vishwarupa?
Impartiality of the law.
Pada. Ram Subramaniam. Once in a while, you also say the right thing. 99% he will say all the wrong thing only. Black, na, he'll say white. Yeah. Today, mistake. What did you say?
Impartiality of the law.
Impartiality of the law. Impartiality of the law. That is Vishwarupa. When they see that, why will they not do Namaskara to you? Why will they not prostrate to you? Oh, this, oh, this, oh, this, oh. Adallam Bhakti Nude expression. All these are adjectives. All these are adjectives, and throughout the Gita, throughout the Bhagavad Vedantic literature, we have seen any number of adjectives. But these kind of subtle points we never get in other things. Since that question mark was there, my attention was drawn to that question mark, and we'll stick to the explanation was revolving around that. Why will they not do Namaskara to you? They will do Namaskara to you. Why? Because they know you are the impartial. You are the impartial karma pala data. Correct. You are the impartial karma pala data. You are so impartial that even if Yudhishthira makes a mistake, also you will not forgive. You will give him punishment. Yeah. அவ்வளோ பண்ணிருக்கிறாரு, ஒன்னே ஒன்னு மட்டும் எக்ஸாம்ஷன் கொடுங்கப்பா, இல்ல இன்கம் டேக்ஸ் எக்ஸாம்ஷன் கொடுங்க இவருக்கு மட்டும். இல்லையா? அதனால இந்த ட்ரஸ்ட் கிஸ்ட் எல்லாம் ஓப்பன் பண்ணவே வேணாம். ஏன்னா எக்ஸாம்ஷனே கொடு. லா இஸ் நாட் கிவிங் எக்ஸாம்ஷன் அட் ஆல். மனுஷால் கொடுக்குற எக்ஸாம்ஷன்ல வச்சு வாட் கேன் யூ டூ? Human beings giving exemption, what can you do with that? Law of karma should exempt you, no? That is the actual exemption, isn't it? What is the actual exemption that you get from there? Even Yudhishthira didn't get exemption. Yeah. Yesterday, that small child was asking me. Yeah. Yudhishthira made only one mistake, no? For that one mistake, he has to go to hell. ஒரே மிஸ்டேக் தான் he made. Yudhishthira, in the entire lifetime of Yudhishthira, he made one mistake. What is the mistake he made?
Nice.
Ashwatthama Kunjaraha, he said, in the battlefield. Ashwatthama is killed. Bhima killed an elephant by name Ashwatthama. Because Krishna said, see, go and tell that man Drona, your guru. Ashwatthama dead, he will stop fighting. And Dronacharya knows Ashwatthama is a Chiranjeevi. You know that, no? Chiranjeevi, இன்னைக்கு கூட Ashwatthama is walking around somewhere. We can't see him அவ்வளவுதான். Maybe இங்கே உட்கார்ந்துருக்கிறாரு, பயமா இருக்குது, isn't it? Maybe he's even sitting here. I am scared. Ashwatthama. And story in Krishna said, kill this elephant by name Ashwatthama. Go to Guru and say Ashwatthama is killed. Technically, you are correct, no? Technically, is correct. So, Bhima killed the elephant by name Ashwatthama, went near Dronacharya and started jumping and dancing. Ashwatthama is killed, Ashwatthama is killed. Dronacharya didn't believe, because Dronacharya didn't believe. So, Dronacharya called the battlefield. He's saying, summon Yudhishthira. In the battlefield, enemy summon, Yudhishthira comes running. Is that a battlefield or what? Even the match fixing, this is called, isn't it? Yeah. Enemy are in. So imagine the Indian Army General commanding Pakistan Army General, and the Pakistan Army General also come running, and they sit and discuss. And then they go, what do you, will you call that as fight? Yuddha madri irukudhu idu. Yeah. Dronacharya, commander, asked Yudhishthira to come, and Yudhishthira came running. Krishna anticipated this and told Yudhishthira, if you want to win, say, yes. Softly tell elephant. Yeah. Ashwatthama, elephant is killed. Yeah. Ashwatthama, elephant, he is killed. So Ashwatthama is killed. Yeah. That's Vadivel comedy madri, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Vadivel only do that, no? Prasad, ஞாபகம் இருக்குதா? அவங்க கிட்ட காலில் விழுந்துட்டு இருப்பான், அறுத்துருவா, he will say. Yeah. The fellow from distance thing is actually going to massacre the fellow. Actually, this fellow is saying, falling at his feet. Ashwatthama. Dronacharya asked Ashwatthama, Yudhishthira, is Ashwatthama killed? He said, yes. Ashwatthama, the elephant, is killed. Abdina, what did Dronacharya hear? Yes, Ashwatthama is killed. He laid down the bow and arrow. Immediately what happened, the story says. Immediately what happened? அது வரைக்கும் Yudhishthira's chariot was 3 feet above the ground always. அப்படின்னா நாக்ஸ் அண்ட் ஷாக்ஸே கிடையாது அவருக்கு, இல்லையா? ஆன் த கிரவுண்ட்னா பம்ப்ஸ், இல்லையா? மெட்ரோ ரயில் ஒர்க், isn't it? மெட்ரோ ரயில் ஒர்க் ஆனா கூட he will not have any affectation. Any road digging will not affect it, because his car always goes 3 feet above the ground. And when he said Ashwatthama, the elephant, is killed, immediately the chariot came down to the ground. And climax. Now, இதுலேருந்து அப்படியே கிளைமேக்ஸுக்கு போறோம், இல்லையா? எடிட்லாம் பண்ணி we go to climax now. Climax scene. What is the climax scene now? Yudhishthira in Naraka. He is asking, why should I be in Naraka? ஒரு தப்பு பண்ணதுக்கு நரகமா? What kind of a? This looks very unjust, no? Right? What looks just? Does it look just or unjust? Human compassion will say this is unjust. ஒரு மிஸ்டேக்குலாம் இவ்வளவு பெரிய பனிஷ்மெண்ட்லாம் for a single thing, do you have to give so much of punishment? Siddhas bow down to God. Why will they not prostrate to you? Why will they not do namaskara to you? Because you are the impartial executor of the law. Even if Dharmaputra makes one mistake, he will go to hell. அதை பார்க்கிறாரு அவர். Are you able to follow? Why will they not do namaskara to you? Means they will do namaskara to you, O Mahatman, O the primal cause of Brahma, the creator. Adi Kartre. Adi Kartre means the primal maker. The primal maker means you, the maker of Lord Brahma himself, Ananta, Devesha, Deva, Isha. Devesha means Deva, Isha. O Lord of gods, Jagannivasa. O abode of the universe, Tvam Aksharam. You are imperishable. You are Sat and Asat. You are Sat. You are Asat. You are Tatparam. All these are glorious adjectives. All these are glorious adjective, glorious words talking about the glory of the Vishwarupa. When they understand all this, why will they not do namaskara to you? Everybody follow? Why will they not do namaskara to you means, what is he saying? Obviously, they will do namaskara. And if a person is not doing namaskara, there is something wrong with that person who is not able to do namaskara. Why? What is wrong with that person? Maturity has not yet happened. Understanding has not yet happened. So help the person to gain that maturity and understanding so that namaskara will happen. This is verse number 37. With this, we conclude for today. Is there any clarification? Yes, one clarification we conclude. Yes.
Is there a relationship between God and different art forms like music, painting, and sculpture?
Yeah, the question is there difference between God? What is the relation? Say that again.
Is there a relationship between God and different art forms? Because you always say you have to develop an interest in the art.
Okay. Is there a connection between God and various art forms? There is a connection. What is the connection? Art, literature, music, all these has one thing in common. What? Subtlety. Subtlety means penetrating capacity. Subtlety means you understand and then you can dig more out of it. You understand and you can dig more out of it. See, 2 plus 2 equals 4. You understand. Can you dig anything more out of it? Can you do that? 2 plus 2 equals 4. You have understood it. Can you dig anything out of it? You cannot. Are you able to follow? Now, that is needed at one level of life. That is needed. At one stage in life, it is needed. Then comes the subtler aspects. What is the subtler aspects? Art, the music, the literature, the subtler aspect. What does the subtler aspect means? You understand. It's not that you don't understand it. You understand it. If you dig deeper, you can get more out of it. Understand it like this. One is like plucking mango from the tree. Another is mining. Another is mining. You dig and dig and dig. You get more and more and more. Now, unless you develop this digging ability, what we call as penetrating capacity, unless you can go deep into that life, you can never appreciate the law. You can never appreciate the totality. Totality means not the totality as in National Geographic wonderment. Totality as in there is no such thing as unjust at all in life. Totality means Vishwarupa. Are you able to follow? Wonderment means Vishwarupa. Totality means Vishwarupa. You understand Vishwarupa, you are able to bow down to Vishwarupa, you are able to do Namaskara to Vishwarupa. What will be the quality of your being? The quality of your being will be very, very subtle. Are you able to follow? That subtlety is required for that subtlety is required for what? That subtlety is required to do Mahavakya Vichara, Ayamatma Brahma, Aham Brahmas. Link alda. That is the link. That is the link. Unless I cannot be a superficial person and straight away jump into Mahavakya Vicharana, it won't help. It won't happen. It won't work. Are you able to follow? That's why they say we want to keep the penetrating capacity of the human. We need to develop it. How do you develop it? The finer arts, like arts, literature, music, any form of music, any form of music, any form of art, any form of literature, you can do that. You follow? Even in a subject like science and math, you can do that if you go very deep into it. But even there, we don't go deep. We are very shallow. Very few have the capacity to go deep into science and math to get this understanding. That one becomes an Einstein. That's why he said, more and more I study, more and more I am convinced about law, and more convinced about the law, more and more I'm convinced about the God. But we are so shallow that we don't penetrate anything. But to penetrate in science and math is very difficult. That to go that deep in science and math is a very, very arduous task it is. There are some who are naturally designed for that. So we are not talking about that few. Vast majority can get it through art, literature, poetry, music, etc. You follow? See, Ramayana story is known, no? But even today you read Ramayana, something you can dig. Yeah. Something you can dig. Are you able to follow? It has it. It has it. So what they did, the scriptures are designed, the words of the scriptures are, each and every word in the scriptures are so carefully thought of and designed, you can go on digging and digging and digging. That's why it's called Sanskrit. Sanskrit நம்ம சொல்றோம் அது சன்ஸ்கிரிட்னு சொல்லக்கூடாது அது எப்படி சொல்லணும் சம்ஸ்கிருத்னு சொல்லணும் it is not Sanskrit it is Sanskrit Sanskritna well made well crafted well designed perfect means what you dig and dig and dig something you can bring out are you able to follow through art literature music etc it is easy for the vast majority therefore the lifestyle is always such that we want the children to learn some form of art, some form of music, so that the subtlety is kept alive. You follow? That's the link. It will not reveal God directly. For nothing can reveal God directly. Even the words of the Upanishads don't reveal God directly. None can reveal God directly. If something can reveal God, that becomes superior to God. That is absurd. So even the Upanishadic words don't have the capacity to reveal God. Why? Swayam prakashate atma. The Swayam prakasha. Adhik endha light may want. To reveal God, you don't need any other light to reveal God. But still there is a link. What is the link? It develops that capacity. Subtler it is, more penetrate, more appreciation, isn't it? More appreciation, more subtler layer. Same song, same raga. I listen to 10 different people singing. Same raga, same song, different and wow. What? We learn to You learn to, you learn to appreciate that. Vedic chanting. Oh my God, what a music it is. There can't be anything more musical than that, in my opinion. Huh? I'm not making it, I'm not saying a universal statement. Yeah. You sit and listen. Yeah. Sama Vedam nale adha. Yeah. Sama nale sweet and artham. So beautiful it is. So you can develop, See, everybody can pick up their own thing. You need not copy somebody else. You need not copy somebody else. You pick your own. You have the liberty to pick your own. It can be any music. It can be Hindustan. It can be Korean. It can be, I don't know what all music is there. Anything, any music, but that subtlety is important. In Vedic culture, what we have done, in Vedic culture, there is an extra advantage. What is that extra advantage of Vedic culture? In the art, literature, music, entertainment, they connected it with bhakti. Art, literature, poetry, music, they connected it with bhakti, not as an entertainment. Rest of the world sees it as an entertainment. Here we don't see it as an entertainment. We see it as an integral part of our Bhakti Yoga discipline. See, Bhakti Yoga discipline, art, music, literature comes as part of the Bhakti Yoga discipline. It is. Now, appadan the subtlety. You're able to understand the link?
Yeah, because I thought developing subtlety in one of the art forms will help reveal God. That's how I made the connection.
No, it will not reveal God. It will develop the subtlety to appreciate Vishwarupa. Vishwarupa appreciation is varna. Vishwarupa appreciation means appreciating dharma, the law. Then that maturity will take you on to a different direction of Mahavakya Vichara. Mahavakya Vichara is called Brahma Vidya. Yeah. Then the Guru will come and say, Prajnanam Brahma, Tattvamasi, I am Atma Brahma, Aham Brahmasmi, all that thing happens. Are you able to follow?
So fundamental quality of appreciating and developing penetrating capacity is prerequisite.
It's prerequisite. It's a prerequisite.
Help us to develop.
Yes, it's a prerequisite. Yeah. Is there anything else? One more. Bharat. What is the definition of pain? What is the reference to pain in philosophy? Bharat. The definition of pain. The definition of pain is shoka. Two definitions we have for pain. The lower definition of pain is shoka. The subtler definition of pain is moha. So moha and shoka is the definition of pain in Vedantic philosophy. Again, repeat. What is the definition of pain? Moha followed by shoka. So we work backwards. Shoka and moha is the pain. Manifestation of the pain. Manifestation of the pain. Kamayesha, Krodayesha, Rajoguna, Samudbhavaha, Mahashanaihi, Mahapapma, Vidyenam, Iha Vairinam. Previous chapters. Chapter 3 la, he gives the beautiful definition. Chapter 3 la du Kamayesha, Krodayesha, Rajoguna Samudbhavaha. When the moha manifests as Rajoguna, the pain, you become conscious of the pain. In Tamoguna, there is no conscious of pain. Tamoguna is no consciousness. Pain is there, but there is no consciousness, awareness. So Rajoguna is the conscious what makes you to be conscious of pain? Rajoguna. That's why beautifully in that chapter he says, Kama Yesha, Krodha Yesha, Rajoguna Samudbhavaha. அது வந்து he makes a beautiful connection with Rajoguna. And the Rajoguna Sambandha he brings. Rajoguna Samudbhavaha. Rest of it is very simple. Mahashanaihi, Mahapapma, Vidyena, Miha Varinam. We are not discussing all that. I'm not discussing those part of the work. So the definition is Shoka, Moha, and Shoka, typical quality of Rajoguna is the definition of pain. A typical quality of Rajoguna. What is that quality of Rajoguna? Activity resulting in pain. That's Rajoguna. What is Rajoguna? Activity resulting in pain is Rajoguna. Sattva Guna is activity resulting in Chitta Shuddhi. Activity resulting in Chitta Shuddhi na Sattva Guna. Activity resulting in pain na Tamoguna. Stopping action because of pain na Tamoguna. இன்னைக்கு ஒரு புது டெஃபினிஷன் ஸ்டாப்பிங் ஆக்டிவிட்டி பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் பெயின் ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருக்கு சார் விட்டுருங்கோன்னா தமோகுணா தட் இஸ் activity causing pain is rajoguna. Pain is shoka. So activity causing pain is shoka. What is sattva guna? Activity resulting in chitta shuddhi, moksha, blah blah blah. That story. You follow, Bharat? So the definition of pain in philosophy is moha and shoka manifesting through the rajoguna sambandha. Samudbhavamna sambandham nartha. So rajoguna samudbhavaha. That is the definition. You follow, Bharat? Seriya? Or do you have anything more to?
No,
Yes.
no. So Guruji, there is something which I was a little.
Yes.
The definition is, see again, they say that you undergo pain.
Yes.
Pain is gain. And
Yes.
through pain you will get knowledge. Pain
Yes.
you will sustain through pain. Longevity, etc. We all spoke about it.
Yes.
So in my definition, there are only two things. One is a physical pain, there is a emotional pain, and there could be.
Yes.
Now,
Correct.
both are transitional, and it's
Yes.
only for the person.
Yes.
My question was, when you talk about philosophy, you cannot generalize pain because it's more individualistic than
Yes.
this thing. So,
Yes.
so in that particular sense, I was a little confused as to
Yes.
how do I define pain to another person? It's my experience. It may
Yes.
not be their experience.
Correct.
So I cannot define pain to their understanding. They may not even understand the pain.
Exactly.
Or the experience.
Exactly.
So I'm not able to get the, how do I, like for example, we said anger is
Yes.
desire interrupted.
Yes. Correct.
When you desire interrupted is that. So like that, I'm not able to say to anybody, this is pain.
Right.
You
Because
have to experience and then say this is pain.
yes.
So
Correct.
it's kind of a very subjective
Yes.
definition that comes up.
Yeah.
And some people want pain.
Yes.
Some people want only pain. They want, because we have seen many people going through that.
Yes.
So
See, yeah. Pain as such is a feeling that all human beings vicariously understand because we go through pain from birth. Pain is something that everything in existence understands pain. Again, everything in existence, all that is created understands pain because they go through it in some form or the other. Pain as such, they can understand the particular situation or event that causes me pain that people may not be able to understand. Why that specific situation or the specific person is causing me pain, that they will not be able to understand. But pain as an entity, everybody can understand. That is That is the okay. Keep it as a theorem. That is the theorem. Yes, what people cannot understand is this. A specific situation or a specific person causing me pain, the other will not be able to understand, because how this is causing me pain, nobody will understand, because it is not causing them that.
Exactly.
It is not causing them that. Why it is causing to me? Because I have a specific connection to that. Because I have a very unique specific connection to that person or a situation, it is causing me pain. What is that unique, specific, subjective connection that I have? Attachment. What is that unique, specific connection that I have to that object or situation that is causing pain only to me and not to the rest? Because I have an attachment to that specific. Because your attachment is causing pain and the other doesn't have attachment in the way that you have attachment, they cannot understand. They cannot understand. Are you okay till now? They cannot understand. Like how the welfare association of my apartment is causing me pain. They are not causing me any pain. I'm just giving an example. How they are causing me pain, you can never understand, or you can understand it only through your association causing similar pain. You follow what I'm saying? So pain as such is an understandable feeling. Specific pain will not be understood because of specific attachments isn't there. Some specific attachment இருந்தாதான் pain வரும். So pain is always because of your specific attachment. You follow what I'm saying till now, Bharat?
Yes. Yes, sir.
And the conclusion. Then the conclusion. What is it? The Shastric definition of pain is Shoka Moha. The Shastric definition of pain on an acceptance plane. அதுக்கு இன்னொரு beautiful word இருக்குது. And that word is the best word. Prarabdha. இது பிராரப்தம். அவ்வளவுதான், finished. Clear? Before getting married, you are free. After getting married, that wife is a prarabdha. That's how we take life. It means you have no choice to, every day you sit and fight and everything, but one thing you cannot do. What? You cannot run away, you cannot escape.
That's correct.
ஒரே பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் எஸ்கேபிசம் எப்போ?
Death.
யமா வந்து கூட்டின்னு போற வரைக்கும். நானும் போய் சூசைட்லாம் கூட பண்ணிக்க கூடாது. I can't go and commit suicide also. Till Yama comes and takes me, it's my prarabdha. Oh God. What a strength and what a clarity that person will have about life. That's how Vedanta, that's how philosophy wants to take it to that height and make us get mature. இல்லையா? அதனாலதான் நம்ம என்ன சொல்றோம் இப்போ இப்போ இல்லையா, so many people asked me, சாஸ்திரா படி எப்படி சார் டிவோர்ஸ்? சாஸ்திரா படி டிவோர்ஸ்ன்றதே கிடையாது, அது நரகம். சாஸ்திரா படி டிவோர்ஸ்னா காது பொத்திக்கோங்க எல்லாருமே. ஆல் ஆஃப் யூ க்ளோஸ் யுவர் இயர்ஸ் அண்ட் டர்ன் டெஃப். டிவோர்ஸ்னா நரகம். நோ டவுட். சாஸ்திரம், தட்ஸ் வாட் சாஸ்திரம் இஸ் சேயிங். Because who approved your marriage? Both the person getting married. Both the fellows getting married are in delusion. They don't even know what they are doing. Who approves the marriage? Namakala, who's the approver of our marriage? Agni. Yeah, Agni Sakshi. Agni is the approver. அப்படின்னா பிரிஞ்சு போங்கன்னு யார் சொல்லணும்? அக்னி தான் சொல்லணும். அண்ட் அக்னி எப்போ சொல்லுவாரு?
தகம், தகனம் வரும்.
அக்னி வில் சே ஒன்லி வென் வி ஆர், நம்மள தகனம் பண்ணும்போது அக்னி வில் சே நவ் தட் யூ ஆர் ஃப்ரீ ஆஃப் திஸ் பிராரப்தான் சொல்லுவார். அப்படின்னா before making a choice you will be extremely careful. After making the choice you will reconcile. Before making the choice you will be very careful. After the choice is executed you reconcile. அப்படின்னா அங்க பெயினே கிடையாது, அங்க பெயினே கிடையாது. பட் சார் டே டு டே ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் அண்ட் ஆல் வில் கம், டே டு டே ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் வில் கம், டே டு டே பின் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் எல்லாம் கிடையாது, பின் பிரிக்ஸ் அதெல்லாம் டே டு டே பின் பிரிக்ஸ் will come. What to do for that, sir? Narayanji, he likes it very much. Yeah, Narayanji likes it very much. Titiksha. Titiksha. Pay anga. There is no such thing as pain element at all other than your mind seeing it as pain. That is removed. Knowledge comes and removes the pain component from life, saying that there is something which you are seeing it as pain. Viparinamate. Body goes through pain. Epo, birth length body goes through pain. Isn't it? Teeth growing is a pain. Crawling, that's the child turning onto the stomach is a pain. The first crawling is a pain. Walking is everything is a pain. Now, we don't see it as a pain at all because we understand it as part of Prakriti. That which is part of Prakriti should not be called as pain. And we say pain is gain, etc. blah, blah, blah. All the discussions comes from one law. What is that law? That which is part of Prakriti should not be called as pain. Abdina physical pain alla ruled out as pain. It's Prakriti. Everything, cancer, cataract, blood pressure, all part of Prakriti. Part of Prakriti na namaskaram pandrom. What else can we do? Nothing. As we are taking medicines, etc. Are able to follow? Then the thing is what? Mental pain. The mental pain is caused by what? The mental pain is not caused by Prakriti. The mental pain is caused by a specific attachments that you develop. Physical pain is caused by Prakriti. The mental pain is caused by the specific attachments that you develop. So you can have a lot of say and control on the mental pain, physical pain, Prakriti, go through it. That's how we understand. Is it okay, Bharat? It's okay. That's why even when we take medicine, we worship the medicine and take, no? Yeah. மாத்திரை போடுறதுக்கு முன்னாடி மந்திரம் சொல்லிட்டு தான் போட்டுக்கணும். பிளட் பிரஷர் மாத்திரை போட்டுக்கிறது இருந்தா கூட எனி மெடிசன் தட் ஐ டேக் அதுல ஒரு 3 காயத்ரி சொல்லிட்டு தான் ஐ டேக். ஏன்னா அது பிகாஸ் இட் இஸ் டிவைன். நோ, இங்க பெயினுங்கிறதுக்கு இல்ல. ஐ எம் நாட் ட்ரைங் டு கான்கர் த பெயின். Divine is helping me to manage the pain so I can go back and do what I ought to do. அங்க பெயின்ன்றதே போயிடும். Is it okay, Bharat?
Yes, Guruji. Definitely lot of
Yes.
to contemplate. Yes.
With this, we conclude. Thank you.
Thank you.